we go. Excellent. Well, I have got Juan Moreno now, who's in charge of the closed captions. So thank you, Juan, for jumping on. Congratulations, everybody, for joining the Nui Nation call live here. I'm excited to jump on the call tonight. My name is Casey Comden, and I am a part of a partnership for the Keystonership of the Nui Nation. My dear partner, Mr. Jim Pere, he is actually out teaching and speaking about the business tonight, asked me to cover tonight. So he is continuing to take the message to the public really about the powerful things going on in Nui and specifically in the Nui Nation Coin Collector. And as you can see here by the slide, the 2019 year of the Coin Collector. And tonight we're actually going to do what we've done last week. And of course, as we entered into the year, our goal is to give you a very clear and clean presentation about what Nui really is representing to the public today, which is that we're everything blockchain, and we're focusing in this year on helping people acquire cryptocurrencies, and specifically we refer to them as coins, cryptocurrency coins, and collecting them in kind of the journey of this year. So let's get started right into it all. Nui Social as a company is blockchain. That's what we really are. We are into education. For those of you who, of course, have gone into your back office, there's lots to learn. We're into mining. Of course, we teaching people all about the Giga hash tonight. And of course, ICO, we have an initial coin offering, which you will learn tonight is called the Kala coin. And of course, on top of that, this entire company is built on comp chain technology, which means that for the most part, it is literally a fully blockchain company. For that, I'm very grateful, and certainly we're very excited about the fact that the company is staying true to its vision. And of course, our goal is to do everything in blockchain and take it to the world. So let's talk first about what Nui Nation is doing now. And Nui Social is really all about allowing everyone in the world the opportunity to collect cryptocurrencies at a very low cost, an entry-level cost. And in fact, tonight we're going to talk about getting involved in collecting cryptocurrency coins for as little as $50. And we're very proud of that because what we know is that's where there's a huge opportunity. Now, the coin that we are focusing on is the coin of our ecosystem. And for those of you that are new to Nui Social as a company, Nui has launched its own coin called the Kala. And this is the first coin in our collection. It's the coin that really establishes Nui. And this is the part of the puzzle that is the ICO, but it's the part of the puzzle that makes blockchain come to life and gives all of us the opportunities to really produce a great, what we call a coin collection, starting first with the most important coin, which of course is the Kala coin. So let's jump into a little bit of the history here. If you're new to the Nui Nation or learning about Kala, there have been a number of Kala milestones that have really made this a spectacular offer. In fact, if you follow along here, please, you can go to the blogs and see, how this has been tracking from the final stage of what they call the ITO audit, which happened in May of 2018. And then, of course, the pre-rig sale that happened in May of 2018. And then the finalizing of the Kala blockchain code itself in May of 2018. And then the first issuance of Kala in June of 2018. And then the mining of Kala with exclusive rig offers in July of 2018. And then continuing on, the sale of mining rigs, the building of the Kala community, the building of the network, which of course we did in June and July, and then we launched the wallet so people could have the Kala coin inside of their wallet, and it continued on, of course, right into the listings where we are today. And of course, I'm going to share with you a little bit about the peer-to-peer coming up and some of the early integrations. The objective is to, by the mid part of 2019, which is basically, let's say June, July, August, by that mid part of the year, to be actually available. Kala will be a cryptocurrency coin available to the public exchange. And of course, we're doing everything right. In fact, I love this particular slide because it really talks about the life cycle of a crypto coin. And again, define your market, create a crypto code, and then, crypto coining, mining in action. This is known as the internal use cases. And that's where we are right now. The next step after that is what we call coin integration. Then you begin moving into that. That's where we are right now. We're in the integration phase. We're actually building an ecosystem where we're trading it back and forth. Eventually we'll be accepted by an exchange. And of course, the merchants will make all the difference when it starts to be able to be sold literally around the world. And that's where the external use cases come to fruition. So this is the path of success of a typical coin. And of course, the reason I'm sharing this slide with you is so that you know we're on track. So let's talk about the integration. Well, currently we're in the middle of a beta test for what we call the Kala ecosystem. And that ecosystem is really where peer-to-peer, person-to-person, current members of Nui can actually exchange Kala for Bitcoin. And of course, this is a very beautiful system. In fact, this is actually a picture of the dashboard. This is what a listing would look like. And someone said, well, why is the price 2 cents? So coming into the evaluation of Kala was priced at 2 pennies as it went into its ITO and the launch and initial offering, and it was acquired by millions and millions of dollars of Kala was accumulated through individuals that make up the master community of Kala right now, specifically the Nui Nation. And of course, today we're building the beta test to see what the supply and the demand is. As you can imagine, one day there'll be a point where people say, I don't want to sell my Kala for 2 cents. I actually am not willing to give it up for 2 cents. I really want 3 cents or potentially 4 cents. And again, supply and demand make the market move. And currently, we're in the beta test of that peer-to-peer exchange, trying to make sure that we do it all right. And again, this is what it will look like. We will be releasing the peer-to-peer in the next month, so this will be available to everybody. But currently, we're ironing out all the bugs to make sure that this is operating 100%. And obviously, you can see here the beta tests are going well. There's people transacting, they're listing their Kala for X amount, people are purchasing it, and they have an entire ecosystem that's actually driving this peer-to-peer. So the great news is that this is now moving into the next and significant stages of moving Kala to a significant cryptocurrency, really operating in an ecosystem around the world. So what does this have to do with you? Well, we've talked about creating a lifestyle. You know about the education. You can go into your back office at Nui Social and learn, get an education about it. There's mining, there's a coin offering, there's comp chain. But what's really in it for you, in my opinion, is the fact that you can do what we call coin collecting through Giga hash contracts. And what's really beautiful about it is for as little as $50, you can actually get involved and get involved in the mining aspect. Now that brings up a question. And when people are learning about this industry and certainly learning about being involved in cryptocurrency and the idea of this, like, what is the difference between buying a cryptocurrency coin and or collecting a cryptocurrency coin? And I have to say, this has really been one of the reasons why so many people are tuning to Nui. And here's why. When most people think of acquiring a coin, like let's say, for example, a Bitcoin. You would buy a Bitcoin for a certain price. Now, I won't use Bitcoin because obviously it's too expensive and it's and kind of fluctuating all over the place. But let's just take as a cryptocurrency coin that's $100. So let's say, for example, here we are in January of 2019. You purchase one coin. It costs you $100. The market goes up and down. And let's say we're having this conversation in January of 2020, 1 year later. And let's say like something bad happens. And it drops down from $100 to a value of $50. If you have purchased one coin and hodled it, that's a term that says hold on for dear life, and you hodled that coin and prayed to God it went up and you could get your money out, then you've really taken a very risky stance on hoping that goes up. And quite honestly, the world of this type of level of risk is incredibly risky. So when we talk to people about buying coins, we keep people steered clear of that because we believe that that's somewhat risky. Now, the difference with when we talk about, the acquiring of a coin, if you buy a coin at the end of the year and you've hodled it, you've hold on for dear life, and you have one coin at the end of the year, you're really at the whim of the market's value. But why Nui? Nui is about mining. It's about collecting coins. It's about not spending $100 and getting one coin. It's about spending $100 on a giga hash rate of mining capacity that produces coins. And here's what's beautiful about this. Let's say the market does do the same thing. It goes down. It was worth $100, but you've got this machine that's mining these coins, and the value still drops to $50. But the difference is at the end of a year, you don't have one coin because you've bought a mining contract. You actually have 10 coins. And let's just say, for example, it does drop in half, but you have 10 coins valued at $50. now you have a value of $500. This is known as hedging. It's hedging the potential of a coin, and or specifically a collections of coins. And this is just an example of one. Now, most people always want to talk about if you buy one and it goes from $100 to $200, you made $100 profit. Everybody wants to talk about how great it's going to be when it goes up. We're intelligent enough and we're sensible enough about the concept of cryptocurrency, about blockchain, about the longevity of our company to stay focused on the one thing that will manage the risk associated with this type of cutting edge industry in the form of Giga hash rate. So this is the product, the Giga hash rate, the product that makes Nui special. And that's why we focus on coin collecting. So let's talk about Kala itself. The first coin that you're going to collect is a Kala coin, and you're going to be in control of that. In fact, what we say is that when you mine a Kala with your mining Giga hash rate, we want you to take that Kala and we want you to put it in your wallet. Don't leave it in the exchange or the mining site. Pull it out of the mining site and put it into your personal controlled wallet. This is the magic of Kala. And of course, we're very grateful that the company is the kind of company with integrity that says, you know what? We want you to be in control of your coins. And that's the value of Kala coin Giga hash contracts. You're in charge of these coins. In fact, the great thing about this is that you can get involved for only $50. And we're going to go through that as we walk through the kind of the vision and the potential of what Kala coin can really be. So let's talk first of all about, obviously the entry price is $50. We have other price points. And so in the mining contracts, and you can see here, and by the way, the things that I'm sharing with you here in this presentation tonight, you can go to the blog in the back office of Nui Social, and you can see these pages. In fact, you can see that this is actually one of our one-off pages that you can actually download, so you have access to this information. There are 4 contract levels available. The first one is $50. We have $100. We have, we have $500, and we have $1,000 Giga hash contracts. What I love about these, no fuss, no muss. You simply put the money in, you pay your hosting fee, and it simply mines coins and drops them in your wallet. Now, above that is a very special program called a 4 terahash mining contract. Now, the mining contract is actually the power of a full rig simply directed at your account. Now, the hosting fee is a little bit more substantial. You can see here, it's $115 a month with the maintenance fee, and the commissions are earned only one time. But this is a very special product for people who are looking to really participate in Kala. They see the value of it. They believe the trajectory of where it's going, and they like the potential of having enough coins to really produce a significant result. There's also the idea of actually physically having your own rig. This is only available in the US and it's very limited, but these opportunities do exist. So let's jump into the actual Giga hash mining fees. So let's say, for example, we're going to talk about a $50 product, a $100 product, a $500 product, and a $1,000 product. And you can see here, we've put up the display of the commissions for personal enrollment, known as the PEN. You see the commission here for the TBS, known as the team building structure or system. And then, of course, the hosting fees. Now, you're going to see here that when you purchase a 50 Giga hash contract, it's going to have a $15 hosting. That's actually how it works. And that's a flat fee that says, hey, every month that you mine a 50 Giga hash contract is a $15 hosting fee. Now, if you go up to the $100 Giga hash, it has a flat fee of $30. And that's because they had to, obviously you had to set someone up, they get them into the system. And of course, this is where the commissions begin. Now, the interesting thing that happens is that once you have 100 Giga hash and you choose to add on more, let's say this month you choose to buy 100, and then next month you say, you know what, I'm going to buy another 100. What will happen is for every 100 Giga hash of mining power that you purchase, it adds $3 per 100. So for example, $100 to $500 adds 4 times $3, which is $12, which you can see here. So the $30 remains the same, but the $12 usage fee brings the value of a 500 Kala hash mining contract to $42. So again, simple incremental changes, but we want you to be aware of the monthly hosting fees because it will be a fee that comes in every month and you'll be in charge of that fee. In fact, let's jump into how that actually works for you. So How does a Giga hash actually work? And the purchase of a Giga hash, as you can see here, let's just talk first about the $50. The $50 is the one-time purchase. Then you have the mining fee for the month, and you have a total of $65 to get that mining power working for you. At the end of 30 days, you've mined approximately 1,500 coins at a cost of $65. However, the next 30 days, you mine another $1,500 of 1,500 coins at a cost of only $15. Again, you're just paying the hosting fee. And this is the same for the $100 as well. As you can see, the difference between the 100, the 50, and the 100 is, of course, $15 and $30. And of course, the same applies. You've got 3,000 coins potentially mined, but the difference here is that you actually have enough coins mined with a 100 gigahash thing to actually sell to new members. As you guys know, coming up in the next month or so, we're going to be introducing people to be able to sign up in Nui Social with Kala. They'll actually have to purchase Kala from either the peer-to-peer network or from someone like yourself and purchase their coins to sign up in membership. So again, every 30 days, you would actually have enough Kala coins to actually sell those coins to other people. So this is a very beautiful and powerful way to make the coins that you're mining work into a value, into, in fact, an executable value where you can actually sell them to other people. And the same is true also for the 500. And you can see, again, 15,000 coins you can sell to members. And again, once you've cleared the first $500 plus the 42 mining fee, you've got yourself Kala coming in month after month after month, as you can see, with just the base cost, and of course, based on your hosting. So let's take that into a diagram that can really kind of take you into what I call coin collecting and commissions. So the first thing we want to talk about is the fact that we're working with one coin called the Kala coin. However, what we know is going to be true for us, and certainly the vision of where we're going to take this company, is that we're going to be doing multiple coin gigahash offerings. And what does that mean? Well, as we look at how this all fits together, coin collecting in 2019 is going to be very special. In fact, we believe that we have great products for customers at $50 and $100, which are these gigahash contracts that we've just walked through. And it's really all about teaching customers how to become coin collectors. Now, the next step from that is that our members, the members that are obviously, if you're on this call tonight, you're a member, you're seeing the value of this. What you realize is that there's actually a reoccurring income from these $15 and $30 a month hosting coin contracts. And you start saying, I wonder how that works. Well, think about it this way. There are really three types of thinking that really drive Nui Social. So if you're one of these three, you'll find out very quickly. First of all, there's what we call the coin collector customer thinking, which means I'm going to buy a couple of contracts, I'm going to get myself set up, and I'm just going to collect Kala coin, and that's what I want to do. And I refer to that as the customer thinking. The next type of person is someone who's involved and they're like, you know what, I'm going to share it a bit. This is called the member sharing, where you kind of think about, well, if I can get three people involved, then I can get my hosting every month for free. So it's kind of like what I call the get it for free thinking, is you want to just get a few people involved and you want to get it out there. But the true opportunity really comes in what I call the coin collector networker mindset. And this is about profit and success thinking. And what I wanted to do tonight is just review this with you so that you got a sense of like, oh, that's right. I mean, I could just be a coin collector. I could maybe get a few people involved. Or I can actually study networking and really get good at this. Take this, in fact, the presentation I'm sharing with you, and share it with other people and take your business to the next level. So let's talk about that and go to the next thing. The first thing you need to know is that in order to be a coin collector, you must have a Kala gigahash order in purchase. So you can't purchase other coins in front of the Kala coin. Kala coin is the staple of obviously the Nui network. And we want to make sure everybody is clear that, you just can't, cherry pick. You can cherry pick later, but you have to have Kala coins first. The future of Nui is going to be introducing new coins based on availability and demand, but they must really fit into our coin collecting system because we really want to provide value to the customers. And as you can understand, this is really going to be key as we kind of keep moving forward. Now, let's talk about what happens when we add the addition of new coins. So I'm just going to, you already have seen what we've done. We've got a single coin. Let's talk about there's a $50 or $100. These are the service fees, obviously, for the hosting. And you can see that the monies that are paid out to what we call the TBS members are pushed down into the network, and you receive $1 per person in your team building structure or your team network. Now, let's say, for example, you register someone, they buy a 50 giga hash rate, you get $2.50 paid to you for personal enrollment, and $5 is divided 10 levels, 50 cents per level, down into the entire network. Now, the same is true for the $30 commissions, except it's just double. It's $5 for personal enrollment and $10 into the TBS, or $1 per member that's paid out. So let's take a look at this. Let's look at this and just kind of scroll and say, well, what would happen if we were to set this up and we were to enroll people and you were able to unlock 10 levels? Well, think about this. Right now, from now until February 1st, it's free to sign up in Nui. You can sign somebody up for free in Nui. They can purchase a $50 giga hash rate, and that becomes one of the 10 personal enrollees that actually unlocks 10 tiers of commissions, or 100% of the commissionable comp plan paid to you, which is, if you think about it, it's free to sign them up. If they purchase $50, it's quite powerful for them because they can get enrolled for very cost-effective price, obviously at $50, but it unlocks 100% of the commissions available to you. And this is, to me, this is just really, really powerful. So let's take it down to another level. So for example, we have one coin. Currently, you can purchase the Kala coin. We know that coming up in the next little while, there'll be other coins offered up. But let me just share with you what would happen if we added coins 1, coin 2. In fact, I'll just show it to you, coins 2, 3, 4, etc., just to get a sense of it. If you're collecting Kala for 30 or 50, 30 or 15 or $30 a month, that's one commission rate. If you're collecting 2 coins, that's $30 or $60 a month. And now you're making $2 per member in your TBS. Now take that again one more level. Let's say, for example, we have 4 coins that was available, and everybody started to say, hey, you know what? Why don't we get 4 coins at $50? That's $200. Or 4 coins at 100 giga hash. That'd be, let's say, for example, $400. You know, these price points are very reasonable for a person to get in and give cryptocurrency coin collection a try. Now, when we were thinking about this as a business offer, as you know, we're a network marketing company. We're involved in direct sales in the MLM space. And what we realized was there was something really unique here about encouraging people to purchase 4 coins at $100, which is $400. We realized that there'll be a hosting fee, but the hosting fee is kind of like, I don't know, the easiest way to say it is that there's you get 4 coins a month that you're collecting. It's $120 per month, but it's kind of like an auto ship. Like, for example, if you've been involved in a traditional networking company that sold, you know, lotions, potions, powders, or pills, maybe shampoo or face cream, they usually have an auto ship that runs between $100 or $150 a month, that when you buy the product, you consume the product, and when you buy that product, it's not an asset, it's a liability, because once the shampoo is used up or the vitamins are eaten, you don't actually have anything else. But here, you have an accruing asset that really, it continuing to mine coins every month. It's in the same space. So it's something that's growing and growing like an asset. So I get deeply excited about this, because what it really does is it speaks to the fact that really what we're helping people do is get themselves into a space where they're accruing more coins to be successful. I've put this quick chart up here. It's just to show you what's going to happen as 1 coin, 4 coins, 6 coins. You can see here, all that's going to happen is that the more coins that we add over the next several years, and I just want to be clear, we won't be adding these coins like in the next month. These coins will be kind of being introduced to all of us as, you know, as we kind of grow into the system. Now, you're going to earn commissions from referrals to mine for free, but to create a monthly income, you can see here, it really is a unique compensation plan that'll be paid to you. And of course, obviously, as the supply and demand come along, there'll be huge opportunities here to really go to the next level. So one last thing that I want to share here is that we're focusing on commissions that you will receive. But the one thing we haven't reminded you of is that you'll receive the growth value of your coins as well as the commissions on the gigahash. So I'm really excited. Imagine if coin number 7 was lucky number 7 and it went from $1 to $10. Well, we haven't put that opportunity in here. Likely, the other side of it is, remember, if it could go from $1 to a penny, so I never want to just paint it all roses. I'm always very, very clear that this is a risk industry, that there's the cryptocurrency isn't for everybody, and please don't invest any more than you're willing to risk and lose, because ultimately cryptocurrency is cutting edge. It's new, it's a new frontier, and there is risk involved. But what we like about this is that there's a unique way to really manage your risk through coin collecting, and that's what we wanted to share. So a couple of things for you to keep in mind as we move forward and welcome you into coin collecting with Nui. Number one, you're always in control. That's really important to us. Each coin will require a separate wallet. So if we're collecting, let's say, Kala coin, you'll have a Kala coin wallet. If you're collecting Bitcoin, you'll be Bitcoin wallet. If it's Zcash or Vertcoin or whatever the particular coin that happens to pop up, that will be yours. You'll own it. You'll be in control of the coins, and you'll decide what to do with them. And when you don't want to mine these coins anymore, you say, you know what, I've enjoyed this, but I don't want to do this anymore. I don't like having this $30 a month hosting fee. You can simply stop. And what's beautiful about this, it's all up to you. Let me show you that in a diagram. The best way for you to really get a sense of this is what I call the 100 gigahash contract. So I'm going to use the 100 gigahash. It's a great one-time fee. You guys have seen me do it. And basically what happens is you get Kala in your wallet, and let's say you choose to host the next month. So they give you another month of Kala in your wallet, and then you do that for the next month and the next month. And the story goes on for 12 months. And all of this goes into your wallet, and you choose how long you want to collect. Let's say you want to collect for a year, or maybe you move on and you say, you know what? I'm going to keep collecting because every month is just a $30 hosting fee. But let's say somewhere around the 6-month mark, let's say 18 months from now, you say, you know what? I'm good. I've got enough Kala. I feel comfortable. I'm comfortable with my risk and where I'm at. I'm not going to pay my hosting fee anymore. Then all that happens, quite honestly, is that month one, it stops mining. It doesn't put any Kala in your wallet. At the end of month 2, it simply cancels the contract, and your journey with that particular contract is over. And that's it. The beautiful thing about this, like we've said, and we'll repeat, you choose when to stop. You're in control. And that's the same if you did that with coin number 2 and you say, you know what? I don't want to host it. Maybe let's say you only mined it for 5 or 6 months. You say, I'm good. I've got enough coin. I feel the collection's good. I'm going to choose to stop now. Again, same applies to coin 2 and 3 and 4, etc. So it's just a simple message. Now, someone asked us the other day, when will we be introducing new coins? And I just want to be clear that new coins will be introduced based on 3 things. Number 1, availability. We're looking for coins that fit into our parameters. Number 2, demand. Do we have enough people saying, listen, I want a second, I want a third? But the most important thing is the value to the customer. If a coin comes up and it just doesn't look like it's going to produce value to the customer, we're not going to introduce it. So new coins will be based on availability, demand, but most importantly, value to our customers. Because at the end of the day, we want our product to delight every customer that comes into Nui and really gets a sense of it. So from there, let's just talk about the making of commissions based upon membership enrollment and the number of coins that are being collected. Now, this is just an example. And again, I want to reiterate, these are strictly examples. We're just sharing with you what it could look like as we reveal coins 2 and 3 and potential commissions. Again, there are many, many factors and variables involved in producing these numbers, but when the numbers are optimal and ideal, this is what they could look like if you optimized your Nui Social TBS commission. So let's talk first about what we call coin number 1. We know that coin number 1 is the Kala gigahash contract, which we know you can purchase for 50, 100, 500, 1,000, or that terahash for 4,000, which of course, you can choose about that. Now, before you purchase any other gigahash coin, you have to pick this one. We've talked about that. And the goal here is to get you set up. Now, you can see here, and I want to point this out, is that as you personally enroll 1, 2, 3, all the way up to 10 people, at 10 people, you've unlocked the maximum potential for income to you, because that's 100% of the comp plan is unlocked. When you have just one coin and you're pen fills out and the people in your team also sponsor people, and they sponsor people, and they sponsor, and you can see the total numbers of people in your team go from 9 to 27, 27 to 81, 81 to 243. This is the kind of the compounding effect of the system that affects your incomes. You can see here that the incomes start to grow. And of course, if we added a second coin, which, will come up here in the future, you can see here that if the people choose to buy 2 coins instead of just 1, the commissions begin to change, and they reflect. In fact, they double your commissions if every person in your network chooses to, purchase 2 coins. Of course, the network commissions grow as well. And again, we'll just use the 4th coin here. And again, these are all examples. I don't want anyone to think we're exaggerating. This is just the mathematical formula of the Nui autofill compensation plan. And these are based on different, obviously, contracts, etc. What the key here is you're increasing commissions as you add the diversity of coin collecting. So, you own these coins, but you also receive commissions as we go through it. So let's just talk a little bit about one of the original visions of what this was really all about when we got Nui started. Now, Nui Social began as a social transaction company. They had a beautiful vision with what they were doing. Now we're a everything blockchain company, and they had a goal to help 1 million people make $500. So what does it take to make $500 in Nui? Well, that's a great question. Well, you either have more coins or more members, and you can see it here. Now, the first time we see it is that if you had 4 personally registered people, and they all had 4 registered personal people, you had 81 people in your team, and all of them were collecting 4 coins, then the commission would be $480. And you see, just shy of hitting our mark of helping people make $500 a month. Of course, if they chose to maybe not have as many coins, but more people, let's say, for example, each person had 5 personals and they weren't collecting 2 coins, then you can see here quickly, you could probably get yourself $700 a month. And again, we could take this example across the board. So it could be more coins, it could be more people, you get to decide. One of the things I will say to you is that the people who do personally register, personally enroll, what we call 10 in the pen, are more likely to have a financial success with Nui, because the compound of the autofill for the TBS at 10 levels, it gets very, very substantial. So whether you're talking 1 coin or you're talking 10 coins, the incomes per month become quite substantial. Again, nothing is guaranteed. We're just showing you an overall example of what would happen if we auto-filled in the pen, we auto-filled in the coins, and we had this multiple kick in. So again, this is strictly an idealistic example. This is not pure math. This, again, because there's something called dynamic compression. We can't control the number of coins, mining, host. I mean, there's so many variables in this, but this gives you just an overview of like, oh, well, potentially there's obviously some pretty reasonable money, and you can find that sweet spot for yourself on where you'd say, wow, that would really be worth my time, my energy, and I'm willing to assess that risk. So what do you do to get started? And we're really here at the end, and we just want you to feel comfortable with this, which is really step 1 is just get in for free. If you're new watching the presentation tonight, I hope you really get it. I hope you think like, wow, this is really cool. Get in, register, and of course, open a Caller wallet, because we want to get you making Caller right away. Choose to purchase a Giga hash, 50, 100, 500, 1,000, or even the 4,000 terahash, whatever is your appetite, whatever risk level you're willing to assess for yourself and say, yeah, I'm good with that. And then from there, become commission active. That when you purchase the 50 or the 100, what it does is it unlocks the ability for you to receive commissions for sharing this with others, which is what we want you to do. What we want you to do is share this with other people. We want you to mine that kala, want you to save that kala. And of course, ultimately in the future, you can actually sell that kala. You can actually say, you know what? I'm going to actually sell that to other people and help them register into the business. And of course, the cycle continues. The key here tonight is get in for free and get yourself started, because quite honestly, it's just such a beautiful opportunity. So what is in for a new member? If you're a new member tonight, congratulations, enroll for free. My recommendation is pick 100 gigahash contract at Kala, and I'll tell you why. Number 1, it activates your commissions, and that's great, but $50 does not waive your annual fee, but $100 gigahash contract waives your annual fee, which is $50. So in essence, you may as well do the 50 now rather than doing the 50 later, because either way it works for you. Now, for existing members, purchase 50 gigahash of Kala. You're already involved. It activates your commissions for the year. And ultimately, here's what we did for you. We said, listen, if you activate it with a 50 gigahash purchase, we'll waive your $50 annual fees to get you started. So what we're grateful for is the fact that we're really inspiring people, both new members and existing members, to really get active, get the gigahash contracts, learn about mining, get in and become a coin collector, and really enjoy the journey of what this can really be for you. So I am super grateful. My partner Jim is just a rock star. He works so hard to build some of the great visions for this company, and I'm grateful to be his partner. I'm a back end guy; he's a front stage guy, and what we're really grateful for is the Nui Social platform is now set up to become the most powerful coin collection organization in the world of cryptocurrencies. We believe that teaching people how to get a coin collection started in the cryptocurrency. I was talking to someone who said, well, Casey, how would you kind of talk about this era of cryptocurrency? And I said, you know what? Right now is the gold rush of cryptocurrencies. Many years from now, when cryptocurrencies and a blockchain is just an accepted norm, 10, 20 years from today, we'll look back and say, gosh, why didn't I buy those coins? And why didn't I mine more? And why didn't I, why didn't I do more research into this? Because many people will experience a great deal of financial blessing for that, because they had the foresight to kind of do that research and take that small risk. And again, tonight we're talking about $50 and $100. We're not talking about tens of thousands. We're just talking about getting you started, enrolling for free, giving this a try, enjoying a revolution, truly a gold rush in the cryptocurrency coin collecting space of where we are tonight. So on behalf of Jim and myself and all of us at Nui Social, it's a true pleasure to serve all of you and work with you. Normally we'd have guests on and that. I can't do it right now because I'm actually trying to run the webinar, but I just want to share that I am grateful. Let me just see here. I want to reach out. I hope John, where are you there? John Holbrook, my dear friend. I hope you are out there. John, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Casey.
There we go. Listen, John, so thank you for jumping on with us here tonight. John Holbrook is one of the founding members of Nui Social as a company. He's one of the first people to sign up. He's one of the top leaders in the company. He is the head of the Field Advisory Council, and many, many people look to him for his wisdom, his business success, his acumen. John has been a very, very successful man in his own right, and today is one of the top leaders in Nui. John, your thoughts on tonight in the presentation and what you'd recommend for people?
I would say that if you've weathered the storm, such as myself and many others, we're grateful to be to this point. If you're new and looking at this for the first time, you are blessed beyond belief for this opportunity that so many have worked so hard and tirelessly for so long. It's also been an incredible blessing for all of us to have Jim and Casey come in as the keystones and bring their years of expertise and their vision of putting together with what Nui itself had and moving us in this direction of everything blockchain. The strategy of coin collecting at a reasonable amount to get started, which is a very low cost of entry compared to everybody else in the space. And then the strategy of mine what you want and control it from a point of, do I want to continue and pay that monthly, or do I move on to other coins, or do I collect massive amounts of coins and just stay with it? I look at this a little bit differently than a lot of people. I think, if I'm going to collect at least 10 coins, I know based on the people that are going to source these coins and the diligence that's done before they even are presented, we're going to have some winners. And to me, whether we have a few that maybe are less successful and a few that are just absolute home runs, in the end, we're going to have a collection of coin that we bought for next to nothing because we mined it rather than purchased it. You had a screen a little earlier about what can happen in the volatility of the market. when you're collecting and saving coin, it doesn't matter. You choose your exit strategy when you want to. And with that, and the understanding this is not about trading, this is about mining, and this is about an opportunity that is second to none. And I think it's the best that's out there, and certainly within our space. And then the ability to make a now money and wealth money is just an incredible opportunity. And to be able to join right now for free and jump in and get that first Giga hash and go to work and tell people about it and start putting money in your pockets while you're building your coins is just a tremendous strategy. I say compare that to anything else. And so with that, Casey, excellent job. Thanks so much. You kind of caught me off guard reaching out to me, but thank you, sir.
Thank you, John. I'm actually going to open it up now. I've been able to find some people. I've got Jeremy. Jeremy Jenkins, you're there, my friend? Let me just see here. Let me unmute you. Let me see here. I'm just trying to unmute you. For some reason, the system has locked me out.
There
we go.
Is that it? Okay.
That's it.
All right. Thanks so much, Casey. No, that was an awesome presentation, as always. And yeah, my thoughts on this is it is so unique. You guys have been around, you and Jim have been around a long time in this industry. I've going on 20 plus years myself, and I've just never seen anything quite like this. It's so accessible. That's what I've just been telling my team these last few weeks is, look what we've got. Free memberships. And then, here down the road, it's just going to be $50 annually to be part of this. That's unheard of. That is unreal. And then the fact that the product itself, look what it does for you. It allows you to create that wealth, right? It's the wealth creation, the long term, and it lets you make the now money, the weekly commissions based on people purchasing the Giga hash, and then of course the monthly hosting fees. It's so simple. It benefits everybody. It really is universal. That's the other thing I love about it. This works for, it doesn't matter if you're old or young or, male or female or whatever country you live in the world. Everybody can use this product. Everybody can use, something that will help them build their future. The other products and other companies are so niche products, right? They're just not that universal. They're set to help just a select few. We've got something that can work for anybody at all. Very accessible. I love it, and I think we just need to go out, spread the word, be the blockchain ambassadors that we all are, and change our futures. So thanks again.
Thank you, Jeremy. Excellent, buddy. Thanks for sharing. I really appreciate it. Let me just unmute my dear friend Juan Moreno. Juan, are you there, buddy? Let's see.
Yes, sir. I'm here.
Beautiful. Your thoughts tonight, Juan?
Well, this is a great thing that right now, we're excited because we got different options for anybody, and we see the interest in some people that don't know anything about it. And I was talking to some of them, just trying to explain from the basis, but they can start from one point. Very accessible, and right now I think with this idea, used to having signing them for free and increase depending if they got the resources, and increase their contracts and added other contracts with new coins, and at the same time extend it to other people and give them the opportunity just to start making some money, like they was being said about just getting more income weekly, and also start collecting some coins, and of course that money can be life-changing in near future. I'm excited about all that you guys was working together. I'm excited to see more tomorrow.
Absolutely. Juan, thank you so much. Thank you to John, Jeremy, Juan, for sharing tonight. We appreciate all of you. And for tonight, that will be it for the Nui Nation call. We will be doing this on Thursday night as well. So if you'd like to tie in or have someone new come in, we'll be doing the same presentation. Our objective over the next several presentations in Nui Nation is to make sure that you've got a place that you can send people to where they can learn about what it's like to be a coin collector with Nui. So sending my best, all the best to all of you, and have an amazing day. And we'll connect with you all on Thursday. Take care. Bye for now.